also under the heading of Williams, there's talk coming out of that team now, apart from the fact that they're saying that if there's no budget cap, they're going to close the whole thing down. And we've already said not great news for the sponsors and potential investors. But anyway, putting that to one side, they're also saying that now potentially Williams is a candidate for running a customer car in Formula One.
Yeah, it's a very strange conversation. So, I think it's quite clear there's some tension between Lawrence Stroll and the team, particularly on the technical side. And Lawrence Stroll suggested that Williams could follow the Haas model, where they buy the complete mechanical package and structural package from another team.
You're reading F1 Racing, in other words, from 3 months ago when we suggested exactly that.
Exactly. There's lots of talk about ways to reduce costs in Formula One. Going the Haas model is one way of doing things. There's lots of options, but that does come with some issues. I mean, first of all, Williams, which are famous in independent construction, it's Williams Grand Prix engineering. For them to buy the bulk of the car from a third party, Mercedes was suggested.
And much more importantly, when I wrote that column in F1 Racing, that in my view that is the way to go. I think it would be cheaper. Cheaper is the wrong word. It'd be less expensive than all the teams having to build prototypes. And beyond that, in theory, it would make them all more competitive, even if the midfield is still separate from the front of the grid. The one engineer that thought my idea was ridiculous was Paddy Lowe, interestingly, because he said that the cost of developing a Dallara to be as quick as a Haas now is equivalent to the cost of developing a prototype anyway. And so it wouldn't actually save any money. That was his point of view. So and I kind of still ran with the story anyway. So if Paddy's saying that and believes that, and I'm sure he knows a lot more than I about the actual cost of developing a car, it's interesting that Williams are the team now saying that they should be looking at customer cars.
Well, I think it's not so much Williams, it's Lawrence Stroll that's
isn't that Williams these days?
No, it's a case we could, I think, probably argue all day. But certainly, that's potentially some of the cause of the tension within the team. But, it's a way for some teams to reduce their costs potentially or enter the sport. So I think that model still has, its own viability. But equally, I think you do need the independents that are making, a large part of the car.